Hi, hello. This is Dr. Prasad Pudilam, continuing my class series on 21RMI56 research methodology and intellectual property rights with a question indicating the RBTL as well as indicating mentioning which is the course outcome as well as the answer scheme and answers. So module 1 part 2 a second topic of module 1 which I am giving now. Students, you need to take that material to write, study material to write, book to write, not a material to write. Okay, some important points I am giving here. Important points you note it down and you expand if such same type question, if similar type of question asked, you need to expand it by your own method. The same thing, the syllabus of module 1, as I explained in my previous video, same thing. It is from the VTU syllabus. It is outcome based learning, so we need to learn what are the course outcome given. So 5 course outcomes are there. Try to understand those course outcome. Those are my own students, my class, my physical class where I was sitting there. I will be doing the CO2 also, making them to work on literature review, how to do a literature review, small topic, and technical reading, no technical writing. Then presenting it in a conference, that work can be done as a work activity. The syllabus shows a textbook as a reference textbook. Only one textbook it is mentioned there, that is written by Dibakar Deb, Rajiv Dev and Valentine D. Balas, Engineering Research Methodology. This textbook it is available online. If you search for this, you will get the PDF of that. You download that. My presentation, my this prepared study material or this presentation, it is based on purely based on that book. I read it many times. Based on that, I prepared the question and the answer scheme. Anybody who is preparing question for this particular subject, university level question, they will be referring this textbook. Therefore, always download this textbook, keep it as the study material for you. No more study material required. Okay, that itself is the study material for you. Okay, so we'll continue. Part 2 videos of 21 RMI 56. Okay, so question number 2 or the second topic. Second topic is question number 2 itself. Explain the significance of framing research objectives, or framing, not framing. Okay, okay, it is a framing, FRAMING only written. Framing research method, research objectives in engineering, emphasizing the role in research process and the potential outcome when even when the desired result isn't achieved. Okay, the question a little bit elaborated question. No need to give such type of question. You can just write what is the significance of framing research objectives, what are the different points or importance of research objective. That can be a question. It is course outcome 1, connected to course outcome 1. Level of question is 3 and carries 10 marks. So it can be asked to 15 marks also, based on how much you expand your this one. Okay, minimum I am telling it can be asked for minimum of 10 marks. The answer keys, a small introduction about our research objective, a start of engineering research, chasing the guess, a tricky objective, and the types of research. Based on the objective, what are the types of research we are following, possibilities. Okay, so students, keep your notebook ready, write it down. As soon as it comes, you point it out or pause the video and note down. Same thing I will be reading, and if I feel like explaining it, I will be explaining. Otherwise, I'll just read and we'll go to the next slide. Okay, so introduction. Primary objective of engineering research, it is to apply the scientific methods to address unanswered questions and solve real world problem. Okay, so the main objective why we do a research, the objective of research, to use the scientific method, the theoretical knowledge that we know, the method that we already seen or followed, using that to address or to solve a new problem which is unanswered questions, or to solve a real world problem we are facing. We are seeing some issues in and around us. So being an engineering student, it is our work duty to find solution for that real world problem. So doing that, finding, that is the main objective of engineering research. However, it is very important to understand that The research goals extend beyond merely achieving the desired result. It's not just getting a result. The problem is that a result is given. We have to further go ahead and make it useful for a common layman. Then that is the role of engineering student. So research objective should be framed in such a way that even if the desired outcome isn't achieved, valuable insights are gained. So when we prepare a objective, so this is our research work. When we prepare it, what we have to do, what is our objective of this doing this, don't only think that should get a final result. Something information or knowledge if you are giving, that is also a part of research objective. So while writing a research objective, when you go for a research work, you need to specify what research objective, what are your objectives. So while framing the objective, you should keep these things in your mind. So understanding why a particular objective couldn't be met, it contributes to ongoing research efforts. Okay, in some cases, a different approach or a perspective may eventually lead to the desired outcome. Okay, even when engineer begins their research, they are faced with unique challenges. They don't have the answer from the start. Okay, when you start an engineering research when you start, we don't know what is the result and the result, but we can have a very wild guess based on the theoretical knowledge we have. So that only given. In fact, the conclusion they seek is often completely unknown. So what we will do in the beginning, very beginning, we have to go for a wild guess. This is the possible outcome based on the circumstantial evidences we have, or based on the intuition, our intuition, or based on the imagination. Okay, my YouTube name itself is intuition. My intuition, Dr. Prasad Puthilam's intuition is my YouTube channel. So like that, you can have your own intuition, imagination, or you can have based on the circumstantial, the evidences you have, you can start. Okay, this is the expected result, or possibly we may get this result, so that you can track your track, you can plan accordingly to do the research. But thing is that maybe it is true, may not be, it may not be also. Okay, so it's like taking an educated guess. Okay, educated guess means based on the theoretical knowledge we have, or based on the circumstance evidences we have, based on our knowledge we are guessing. So this may be the final answer, so that we can proceed. Okay, so this initial guess, it always serves as a target to aim for. So that is how we start a research. However, it is important to note that this guess, it isn't always accurate, may not be getting always accurate result. The guess always provides only the direction to work towards the achieving that particular goal. Okay, so engineers, they embark on the chasing the guess. Engineers, they embark on experiments and investigation based on their initial guesses. Then sometimes they discover that their guess was indeed incorrect guess. They guessed it, but it was wrong. So no need to worry about that. It is indeed your failure. Instead, it can lead to a valuable insight, new avenues of exploration, or even unexpected discoveries. Okay, so if you are guessed that this is the expected result, you are not getting the, if you are failing it, that means you are gaining something else. Okay, some other thing you are gaining. Sometimes it becomes unexpected discoveries, possible discoveries also there. So don't feel that my guess didn't end properly. Actually, if you try and understand that, it may be a new discovery. So in a sense, engineering research, it is a dynamic process where the journey itself can reveal exciting opportunities and solutions which weren't apparent at the very beginning. The element of unpredictability keeps the process engaging and full of potential. The research objectives in engineering, it can sometimes appear complex and challenging to prove. So it is a very tricky objective. Engineers need to navigate through a maze of information to solve a problem effectively. So you should have enough information collected before you prepare an objective of your research. Failing to thoroughly investigate engineering guidelines, standards, and best practices can have serious consequences, leading to failures with far-reaching impact. Okay, if you are not properly prepared for that, simply prepared and kept an objective and going using false methods, wrong methods, and false results you are showing, it give you a very bad impact. it will be a very great failure throughout your life will be treated as a failure. So you should not do that. So as an engineer, the ability to conduct meticulous and accurate research while effectively communicating the result is very crucial. Therefore, we prepare an objective such a way that you should able to do it. What practically possible things only you can keep it as an objective with available materials, available methods, or available situations you have to use, and have to frame your objective, and you should follow it, and you find communicate the result, how you did and how it is. That is the success. Nobody say that even if you are not getting the guessed whatever the result that you guessed, if you are not getting, but still you are a successful researcher. So it is directly influences the decision making and ensures that project meet the highest standards of quality and safety. Okay, why jumping? Okay, in engineering there are different types. Mainly 4 types I framed. Okay, why it is not moving? Okay, so in engineering there are various types of research studies, each serving as a specific purpose. Each type of research have its own unique role in imparting the knowledge or addressing the engineering challenges. The first one, that is exploratory or formulative research. So this particular research type of research, it focuses on generating the initial hypothesis and theories rather than testing the existing one. For example, an engineer may conduct exploratory research to explore innovative materials for sustainable construction without having a specific hypothesis in mind. Okay, so this is an example for that exploratory. Whatever the available things, we are exploring it to do something without preparing a hypothesis. And descriptive research, it aims to provide a comprehensive and detailed account of a specific phenomenon, subject, or existing problem. Okay, so it's a definition. No need to by heart the definition, as I never force a student to by heart a definition. Okay, so it involves, okay, this is important, it involves collecting data, collecting information to describe the characteristic features or attributes of the subject under the study. That is a type of descriptive research. Example, engineer might use descriptive research to compile a detailed report on the structural components and design of historical bridges in a particular region. That is giving the description about that. Okay, now jumping. Okay, diagnostic research, it is carried out to investigate and identify the causes and underlying factors contributing a specific engineering issue or problem. Or in other way, it seeks to understand why a particular problem exists by analyzing its root causes and variables involved in it. Example of diagnostic research, engineer could conduct diagnostic research to determine why a certain electronic component in a device is malfunctioning, and identifying the contributing factors of that. That can be a diagnostic type of research for an engineering student. Hypothesis or testing research. This type of research, it involves testing the educated guesses or the hypothesis to ascertain their validity and whether they hold true based on our guess, based on our educated guess. Okay, it relies on empirical data, experimentation to either confirm or reject the proposed hypothesis. For example, if I say an engineer may use hypothesis testing research to investigate whether alerting the composition of a particular alloy enhances its tensile strength as hypothesized. Means if we are adding something extra to the alloy, a particular alloy, whether it will increase its tensile strength as we think, because we know what material we are adding, we know its property. So we guess that if you add this particular material to that alloy, its property further increases, tensile strength further increases. That is the wild guess, educated guess. Then testing it and trying it whether it is working or not. That is this type of research is known as a hypothesis testing research. So thank you very much. This is actually part 2. Okay, not part 1. I will correct it. It is part 2. module 1 part 2. Thank you very much for watching my YouTube channel. Thank you very much for subscribing my YouTube channel. If not subscribed, please subscribe and please support me. You are not subscribing, many of you are still not subscribing. Please subscribe. Okay, so this is YouTubers always wishes that who watch their video, if it is informative, if it is helpful, please just simply click that subscribe button and support. Okay, thank you very much. This is my YouTube channel, My Intuition 4865. Once again, wish you all the very best. I'll continue the class series. It's never ending. Okay, so 5 modules classes I need to cover at the earliest, because the university, the 5th semester just is going to start. Another 2 to 3 months the semester will over, so they need to find the answer. So I'll be covering it at the maximum speed I can. I'll prepare and give it to you. This is my additional work, not the regular class, regular work. Free time I'm doing it. But still I'll try to complete it at the earliest. Please do subscribe, please, okay, and support me. Thank you very much.